Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Brooke Buckner. Here's some of the stories we're bringing you tonight. As kids head back to school here in Arkansas, bullying continues to be a problem for too many. How one group is looking to make a difference coming up. And we'll show you what the city of Little Rock is doing to make sure students are ready to go before their first day. Plus, we're taking a closer look at a troubled apartment complex in North Little Rock. We'll take you to Overbrook Apartments with renters' pleas for better living conditions. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Brooke Buckner. Sarah has the weekend off and she picked a really good one to take off. It is a beautiful day out there today. Meteorologist Simone Thomas joining us now. Simone, it's feeling really good for August. What can we expect for the rest of this weekend?
Yeah, we've got a nice break from the heat. We've been hanging out in the 80s today, and that's thanks in part to this area of high pressure just to our north, helping promote those winds coming from the north that's bringing in that cooler than normal, drier air in place that's helping us see a nice refreshing weekend. Now there are some clouds moving in mainly across the northern half of the state, but the rain coverage is staying off to our west. Right now temperatures across the state generally in the 80s. A few locations towards the south have started to see some of those lower 90s, but 87 right now the current in the capital city. Just to our north locations like Mountain Home and Harrison where the cloud cover is a little more denser, hanging out in the middle 70s. Now as we continue through the evening, if you're looking to hit the town, we'll see a nice mix of clouds and sun between now and sunset here in the capital city. After sunset, starting to dip into the 70s. And if you stay with us, that 7-day outlook is coming up very soon.
Simone, thank you. Right now, a man is in jail after making deadly threats towards Jacksonville Walmart employees. According to Jacksonville police, the Walmart was shut down after Kenyon Branch allegedly made threats to dispatch that he was going to shoot Walmart employees that worked there. Officials at Walmart were able to provide police enough information from employees, and the suspect was found and arrested at the Walmart on McCain Boulevard. Right now, Branch is currently being held at the Pulaski County Regional Detention Center. THV 11 is your back to school central, and as kids head back to the classroom here in Arkansas, bullying continues to be a problem for too many. Tonight, THV 11's Carter Thweet joins us in studio after hearing from people trying to make a difference. Carter, tell us more about this event you went to today.
Brooke, this event featured so many influential figures in Jacksonville. Police department, military, school officials, even the mayor made an appearance, and they all had just one message in mind. It's time to stop the bullying.
Our children are our future.
This is to stop the violence, and we want to stop the bullying.
We're looking and trying to find a possible solution.
This was more than just a back-to-school event. And while kids in attendance did get school supplies and a chance to look inside a Jacksonville police car, it was also a day to confront bullying in the community.
Some parents are actually raising bullies, and they don't really know it. So it's to enlighten, improve, and inform the community and to better the situation here in Jacksonville.
That's Dorotha McIntosh, who runs the Say McIntosh Stop the Violence organization, in honor of the political activist and her late husband. She helped set up this event, getting people involved who also believe in the cause, like Commander Tony Gordon.
Being a good student in school and understanding that bullying doesn't determine their future, they can overcome that, as we saw today.
He then referenced the example of Montez Hardaway. Hardaway now works for the prosecuting attorney's office, but things weren't easy for him growing up.
I have been through mental abuse, sexual abuse as a young age, and I never had like a support system. I was bullied when I was a child, got jumped by 11 kids.
But he persevered and spoke on Saturday because he wants kids to be able to do what he did and overcome.
The greatest achievement in life is actually proving a negative person wrong by proving your positive stuff right. And so when people talk down on you or they try to put you down, be able to prove them wrong and be able to show them that you can do it.
There were also speeches from Jacksonville police officers on how to recognize and deal with bullying, as well as one from a local principal on conduct in the classroom. More info on everything that took place can be found on our website, thv11.com.
Carter, thank you. And speaking of back to school, thousands of kids here in central Arkansas are set to go back Monday, and officials in the city of Little Rock are stepping up to help them prepare. Today, they held their third annual Back to School Family Fun Fest at the River Market. Kids were able to get free haircuts, manicures, along with several other things to get them ready for their first day of school.
We gave away free backpacks, filled with school supplies, especially for those that may not have been able to buy everything that their student needed. It included the paper, the pencils, the pens, those types of things.
That wasn't the only back-to-school event today. The fraternity Alpha Phi Alpha also hosted one.
And we're giving away school supplies to all the kids in need today in our community. We have free haircuts going on the inside for the kids. We have refreshments, hamburgers, hot dogs. Pick up all the school supplies that you need for your school, and just giving back to the community is part of our service.
If you missed out today, you can head over to our website for more information on back-to-school events happening all weekend long. Meanwhile, one school district has come up with a new way to keep and attract teachers with affordable housing just a stone's throw from the classroom. Welcome to East Moore Heights in California. The 56-unit development includes a courtyard, community room, laundry room, and play area. Best of all, the commute. It's just a short walk across the parking lot to the school.
We used to get a lot of applicants who would interview for our district from out of state, but because of the high rent prices, they wouldn't accept the position. So now I heard that we have a plethora of new teachers from out of state who have moved in because of the housing.
Voters in the district approved a $33 million bond measure to pay for the housing. Now, California's Department of Education is looking to identify school-owned properties elsewhere in the state that could be developed for workforce housing. Now to a THV11 update. Both presidential candidates are on the campaign trail this weekend with a focus on the West. Willie James Inman has more as Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, are in Nevada for a rally today, while former President Donald Trump is at a Montana fundraiser event.
As part of their Southwest Blitz, Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate Tim Walz are about to rally in Las Vegas. In the swing states of Nevada and Arizona, which Harris visited Friday, border security remains a burning issue for voters.
Earlier this year, we had a chance to pass the toughest bipartisan border security bill in decades. But Donald Trump tanked the deal.
Campaigning Friday in Bozeman, Montana, former President Donald Trump blasted Harris.
Under the so-called border czar Harris, illegal aliens are stampeding into America by the millions and millions. They're coming from prisons, they're coming from jails, they're coming from all over the place. They're coming from countries we've never even heard of.
Harris touted her record as a California prosecutor, saying she went after transnational gangs, drug cartels, and smugglers.
I prosecuted them in case after case, and I won.
Trump's VP pick, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, sat down for a discussion with Margaret Brennan on Face the Nation.
Donald Trump delivered rising wages and a secure border. Kamala Harris has delivered an open border and falling wages relative to inflation and groceries and housing.
A recent CBS News poll found a majority of voters think border crossings would increase if Harris wins and decrease under Trump, who has promised a mass deportation. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Las Vegas.
The Trump campaign also mentioned today that they were hacked. The breach was first reported by Politico, which received internal documents from an anonymous account. The Trump campaign is blaming hackers from Iran.